Hello guys, Crankiest Fozzie here. I hope you're all healthy and well. Thank you for coming back to the channel. This is something slightly different. Now, I've been uploading some videos for Football Manager content and I appreciate this is not Football Manager. However, we do have a connection. What I am planning to do in this flight, and I hope you stay with me, is we're going to take a tour taking off from Aberdeen Airport, and we're going to loop around Aberdeen town, and we're going to look at the stadium from the air, and then we're going to come back round and we're going to land. Whether it's a good landing, a bad landing, we have to see. I'm not a pro at this game. I'm still learning. I do understand how to start planes from cold and whatnot, but I'm just going to set up a quick flight, and we're going to go in a tiny little Cessna 172, which is quite a common schooling plane, and we're just going to do a loop around and come in and land. So I'm going to make it as quickly as possible. This does have live track it. Speak up properly, Lee. Which does have live traffic, and also if there's other players in the game, I mean, I can turn it on, but then it changes the weather. I want to manipulate that bit so we can have it in daylight as it is nighttime in reality now. So preset, we're going to go clear skies so we can see everything, and we're going to go about midday so the sun's not in our eyes. That's perfect. Right, so that's that done. All we're going to do is we're going to pick Aberdeen. Now this game is absolutely breathtaking when it comes to the map of the reality of the world. It is real GPS coordinates. It takes a good screenshot of sorry, we're at Dundee there. We're a little bit further up, I believe. Yeah, Aberdeen is up here. So we're going to take off from the main runway. I'm not going to start from the ramp. I mean, I can start cold and you can get all the baggage in, baggage and all sorts. It's like a proper simulator, but we're going to make it nice and basic. That's our departure. This is our arrival. Seems a bit weird, but what we're going to do is we're going to come down to, I can see the stadium already, so we're going to put a marker to add there. We're going to come across to about here, and then we're going to fly north to, hang on, yeah, to about here, and then across to here, add, and add there. So we've got a nice straight line to land. Okay, so here goes. As any of you looked into flying in reality or even simming, where you played any sort of like Ace Combat or anything like that in the past, Battlefield's a good game for like jets and whatnot. I used to play that quite a lot back in the day. Battlefield 2 was the one that got me hooked. Then Battlefield 3 I thought was brilliant. Battlefield 4 started going downhill. That's when I started playing Call of Duty. But yeah, the Football Manager is my bread and butter, and it will remain so. But I just wanted to show you the flying side of it as well, and I hope you appreciate that. Thank you for watching if you've come to this point and you haven't turned off so far. But it will be interesting. First of all, what I want to do is set our altitude to around 2,000 feet. Do you know what? Actually, let's be a little bit more daring. Let's go down to 1,500 so we get a nicer, closer shot of the stadium. What we need to do is set our navigation mode on. So GPS is on here. These modern planes, they've got GPS. They practically fly themselves. The only thing we're going to be doing is taking off and landing. I mean, you can fly the route yourself if you want to, but you get tired wrists, and then you get drift as well. So you're constantly having to monitor and move the plane into the correct position. So we need to tell the plane how to get to 1,500. So we got the vertical speed, and we're going to turn that up to around 500 feet per minute. And that's pretty much it. We need to set the flaps down to 10%. That gives us a nice bit of drag, so lift at lower speeds, and we're ready to go. So here goes now. I'm not actually hearing the game. Sorry, bear with me a second. Let me just make sure I've got the settings right for... I'm not hearing the game. Oh, it's on the Sky TV. The microphone's set right. So let me just make sure this is correct. Speakers, mic. There we go. You would still hear it. It's me that's not hearing it. So, sorry. I'm just playing with settings in the background, which you can't see there. Let's go. We're ready. Handbrake off. And we want to get to about 70 knots for takeoff speed. Here we go, full power now. Here we go. Try and keep it centered. 70 knots, a little bit of lift. No big inputs, just nice and neatly. Just stay in line with the runway. Happy with that. Then I'm going to add the autopilot, which you just saw there. And we can bring the flaps up now because we're airborne, which will give us a bit more speed. And because we're climbing at a slower rate of 500 feet per minute, I'm going to pull the power back slightly because we don't, if you can see the rev count up here, we want to keep it in the green. Anything over that, you then start breaking things. So nice and simple. I'm not going to look towards the stadium until we get closer, but I just want to show you the graphics of this game. I mean, it's so good. This is actually what Aberdeen looks like. This is not just built random buildings. This is how it is. The great thing about this game is you could fly over your house specifically. It's fantastic. It blows my mind. It's so good. I mean, it's not going to be everybody's taste. I do appreciate that, but I just hope that you're here for the ride on this occasion just to see what it's actually like, and basically where we play football on the game. Give it a thumbs up if you're liking what you see so far. Even if you don't appreciate the simming of flying, give it a thumbs up because it does help me. I know I'm not here to try and make money playing the game, but if I can, then I'd love to. But that's not the target. I just want to have fun, come home, relax, and relax with you guys. I do have an idea with regards to this simming of flying. I was thinking, do you know how like the Leicester owner used to go by a helicopter to the stadium and tragically he lost his life, and God bless his soul, but I was thinking maybe we could do flights to two games around Scotland because it's such a beautiful country. I mean, just look at it. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. Now we are approaching the stadium. Let's go back internal, reset the view. Let's go up, scroll forwards, and it is literally this big building here. It looks like flats from a distance, but there it is. Look at it. That's what it really does look like. It's so brilliant. It's mind-blowing. I'm thinking it would probably be better with a little bit of altitude, you know. Do you know what? I might circle round and get a bit more height because you can't really see that that's a stadium. I mean, you've got the training ground over there. Right, so bear with me. I'm going to take autopilot off. We're going to aim for about 2,000. Right, I'm allowing the route to take itself for the minute. Let's have a little look. I mean, actually, that does look pretty good, doesn't it? That's the stadium. That's where we play all our games. Let's get a screenshot for a thumbnail. I'm struggling with the controls at the minute. There we go. Boom. There's the stadium. Lovely. Probably going to be this shot here for the thumbnail. Boom. I'm not going to circle around again. That's good enough. So let's go back in. And now you're going to see me try and land this. Should be interesting. Right, let's take it down to about 1500. So vertical speed down by -2, 3, 4, 5. Right, let's pull back that throttle because we are going to go into high speed, and in fact we want to bring that speed right back so we can get a nice smooth landing because we're heading over there. A little bit indecisive then, but I just thought, you know what, the time to watch the video, it's meant to be a quick little bit of fun. I don't want to make it into a whole film, if you like, a movie, and trying to circle around and making corrections. I mean, I could do it, but it's just more time to the video. But if you are interested in seeing me do more flights and learn more planes and progress, we can do airliners, we can do long haul flights, short haul flights. There is an application called NeoFly where you can literally, let me just pause this for a second and I will show you what it does. It is phenomenal. NeoFly, let me make sure it comes up in the stream. Right, so NeoFly, turn that one, hang on, let's load it first. And it's on. Here it is. So NeoFly, are you seeing that? Let's just turn this one off for a second. NeoFly. No, you're not seeing that. Let me just add it. Bear with me. Sorry, I know the screen's gone blank. I do apologise. Let's remove this one. Just bear with me for one moment. And I will add window capture and do for the minute, and then NeoFly. Here it is. Right, so you can see that. Let's just make it a bit bigger for you. Right, so within NeoFly, as you can see, you've got the missions, which are all of these. So I'll just make that large screen. So you can see the missions here. It will literally create flights for you, and you can do things like carry cargo, passengers, deliver goods, deliver pizza if you like. You can have staff, crew members, and then you can like invest in other planes, and then you can have a fleet of pilots flying around all over the world. Literally, it is the world, and it's real maps. It's so cool. You can build your fleet up, and I've started building the fleet up, but I've only got like these Cessnas, and I've got one Bonanza, which is a slightly better propeller plane. So I haven't really progressed that far. If you're interested in seeing that, then leave a comment and let me know. I'll be happy to add that. But yeah, let's get back to the flight. I do apologise. Where's the flight? Right, on pause. Thank you. Sorry about that. The game is like a sandbox at a standard, so when you download it, you can set flight to from your departure and destination. But that's really it. That's all the game. You can select any plane and just go and fly, which is great. But what if you want to actually make a career out of it? And I've just noticed we are going very low.
500.
Okay, so I need to take control. I've taken my eyes off the ball. It's okay. I'm just going to have to fly manually now. We're a bit low, to be honest. Let's come up a little bit. We are making the turn now anyway. Right, we're down to 90 knots, so let's have flaps 10 degrees. Landing speed is about between 70 and 60 nautical miles. So let's aim for that. This runway is pretty short. The runway we took off from, 160 degrees. itself was actually a nice long stretch. Oh, nice and steady there, Lee. A little bit of wind. Alright, let's bring it back. 70, we've got the correct speed. Just watch this building in front of us. When we cross the threshold, we will literally pull the throttle to idle. And then we keep lifting the plane. We're aiming for the end of the runway now. So we get a nice touchdown. Excuse me. That's a perfect landing, by the way.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha contact ground on 121.705.
And just avoiding that
121.705
vehicle there.
for Cessna Golf.
I mean, I'm not doing it completely properly. I'm just rushing through for you guys just to have a little look, see the stadium and whatnot. But yeah, that's the flight. I hope you had a lovely flight with me today. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please do leave a thumbs up and comment, as it will help the channel grow, which I'm aiming to do. There's a lot more to come to this channel, and I'm happy that you're here. So once again, thank you, take care, and you have a lovely day.